Hey there, guys. So what you're looking at here really quick is the foldable that we did. I know it's not in my gust, but it'll work for now. And I know this is not a very precise cut, but you get the point. Okay, so feel free to pause this so that you can write down what you need to. All right, so the other day in class, we wrote down on our foldable. We folded it, cut the line here, stuck it in our gust, wrote on here, and you added pictures. Okay, so we're going to check what's going in though. So on my first tab under physical and structural, I should have these guys. So I should have the flying squirrel, the duck, the cactus or the desert plants, and the macaw. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to transition to the other side. So this is the part that's glued onto your paper. If you move over here, excuse me, we've got the definition. We've got specialized body parts. Sorry, I forgot that word. Body parts, colors that help the organism survive. They are born with these. They don't decide to automatically have these things appear. They're already there. Okay. Examples, there's certain animals that have large ears to help them hear better. A snake, its jaw detaches to open wider than it normally would, so it can swallow things much bigger than it. A fish has gills to help them breathe underwater, and then the porcupine quill. So these are all physical adaptations. Other things that you could add in. Now, with the examples here, guys, this is anything that's not on this side. If it's over here, it does not get written down here because that's a duplication and kind of a waste of your time. All right. If you need to pause this so you can have time to write things down, please do that. Okay. So moving on to the behavioral tab. If I could get it to switch here. Sorry, I gotta move some stuff. All right, so behavioral. So inside on the behavioral one, we have the jackrabbit and the caribou. The caribou was migrating, okay, and the jackrabbit, it did not move much to conserve energy. It didn't move when it was super hot outside. All right, so definition of behavioral adaptations. This is more of how they act, and I have act in quotes here, not because of like theater acting, but act can be also like, do they decide to do this? A key word, if you see something called instinct, they instinctively do something. So like caterpillars, they instinctively know when it's time to start making their cocoon so they can turn into butterflies. Bears, some bears, not all bears, but some animals that hibernate, they instinctually know when it's time to start hibernating. So examples, so the possum, or the opossum as it's actually called, that plays dead. That's a behavioral adaptation. Obviously, it's helped them survive because things think they're dead. Territorialness of animals. Okay, hey, don't come into my space. This is my food, my area to collect food. The puffer fish. Now, the puffer fish is different. So the puffer fish, the fact that it puffs up. So the act of puffing up, getting bigger when it's threatened, is a behavioral thing. There is a physical adaptation in the sense that that fish, the skin has to be flexible enough for it to do that. Animals when they gather in groups for protection, and then bears hibernating. Okay.